This isn't a dragged out 12 minutes and 25 seconds long video with a 10 minutes Proguides advertisement in the middle. This is my practical guide for players who want a real advice from someone who has been through this journey of being hard stuck. I started playing back in late season 9 with probably the same goal as you, having fun. But as I played, I obviously got into the ranked. And what do you want after your first glimpse of the rank ladder? To be in high elo. So I will try to give you as realistic expectation as I can and hopefully give you some actually helpful tips that can help you to reach your desired rank. So let me take a quick guess here. You're probably somewhere between bronze and platinum rank. You have been playing this game for 5+ years and you are simply unable to climb with hundreds if not thousands of games on your account. The usual guides online will tell you to focus on perfect farming, play meta, mute all. These advices are usually given by the guys who have been playing the game for 10+ years and are still struggling to hit master. So take these advices if you don't want to be good at the game. Just a quick disclaimer, I won't be going in depth with specific champions, matchups or builds. I'm pretty sure there are hundreds of other guys covering these topics of these specifics. So just type into the YouTube search bar your champion, build or simple lane matchup to learn more about them. So these are the things you should be focusing on the most. Don't get me wrong, other aspects of the game are important too, but these are the things you should get better at primarily. So the first thing before even playing the game is that you just dodge out games that are straight up unplayable, like when you see Jax or Malphite versus 4 auto attackers. Or like Rammus versus full AD team. You can dodge up to twice a day with the first dodge cost of 5 LPs and the second one of 15 LPs. But don't dodge more than that. It will cause you ban for 24 hours getting into the queue. The truth that you don't really see is how much time these high elo players spend in queue or in lobby waiting out dodge timers. Next thing is your focus on the game. You just can't play the game and expect someone to win the game for you. You need to focus on plays you are making and the things you are doing in game, and you will see yourself naturally climbing higher. Next up, there is macro knowledge. The overall map movement and the interactions with the objectives are far more important than the mechanics. You need to see the game in bigger picture. Well, you see, it doesn't matter if you lose like 30 minions while being behind on lane if you help your team secure Drake or Herald. Of course, you can't just let your opponents get super fed, like letting the Fiora take all tower plays for example. No, what I mean by that is that you try to die less and help more to assist big objectives. And especially, don't die while Drake or Baron is about to spawn. Keep an eye on the overall timers. As I already spoke about this, try to maximize the effectiveness of your map movement. What I mean by that is that you try to get as much out of the certain situations as you can. For example, if you kill the enemy jungler, don't just go back to farming your camps. They won't go away. Rather go place a deep ward into the enemy jungle or take his camps. This way you deny gold from the enemy and put yourself into the better situation. And finally, this is actually super important one. Please know your champions. Know what your is in the game and get used to the champion's limits. It's insane how much of a difference it is when you play the champ you are confident on and you actually know how to play it rather than just playing meta or first timing some champ just because it is an S+ tier on op.gg. And finally, here are some bonus tips that are actually very useful if used correctly. Firstly, don't accept games after the first failed game entry check or after a dodge. It increases the chance of you or your teammate being out of field drastically. I've spent hundreds of games examining this topic. And finally, the most important tip I could ever give you. The thing about this entire climbing is that you can't really improve if you don't want to. It's like nothing changes if nothing changes. You have to start implementing these things from now on. It's like I mean from now on. Your next game should already be played by these principles. I wish you the best luck in your grind, and if this video actually helped you, subscribe is a nice way to let me know. No pressure, of course.